you're looking at it and you're saying that everything that's wrong with our culture is why I'm a success.
Wow.
So when I actually got a chance to talk to her, she was like, I never thought about it.
That's Oprah.
That's Oprah.
Yeah.
Okay. Named after the Oprah, and your cat's name is?
And Gail.
Gail, okay, Gail.
50 Cent said that he would work with Taraji after he seen the video of Taraji saying, you know, she had to fire her whole team after she done the Empire series for her character Cookie.
Oprah Winfrey's name is getting dragged all over the internet lately, and not for anything good. Taraji P. Henson recently dropped a bombshell saying she almost walked off The Color Purple set over being lowballed on her paycheck.
Almost had to walk away from Color Purple. Yes, ma'am. Who said what? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Because you know what? If I don't take a stand, how am I making it easy for Fantasia and Danielle and Hallie and Felicia? Then why am I doing?
And now, 50 Cent just threw himself into the drama. He straight up told Taraji to ditch Oprah and come roll with his crew instead. Fans are connecting the dots fast, and it's getting messy. Turns out 50 Cent was way ahead of this. He's been calling out Oprah for years. Back then, he accused her of turning her back on black actors while protecting powerful white men with serious accusations. People are starting to say he was on to something all along. And 50 didn't just throw shade, he went full petty. He even named his dog Oprah and his cat after her best friend, Gayle King. Talk about keeping that feud alive.
That's Oprah.
That's Oprah.
Yeah.
Okay. Named after the Oprah, and your cat's name is?
And Gail.
Gail, okay, Gail.
But here's where it gets real. While 50's jokes get laughs, a lot of fans say Oprah's moves aren't funny at all. She's being accused of trying to quietly shut doors on black talent behind the scenes, and folks are saying it's time the truth comes out. People are getting real loud about Oprah's behind-the-scenes behavior, and it's not looking pretty. The streets are buzzing with claims that she stepped on black entertainers to climb to the top, and that whole sweet and inspirational image. Folks say it's just a front. All this chatter picked up serious heat again after Taraji P. Henson let it slip that she almost quit the Oprah-produced remake of The Color Purple because they hit her with a weak offer. Like seriously, Taraji, after all she's done? That had people asking, what's really going on here? Now, while a lot of celebs are keeping quiet, probably scared of what Oprah might do if they speak out, 50 Cent is not one of them. He's been airing her out for years without flinching. At one point, 50 even called Oprah an Oreo, saying she's black on the outside but too quick to side with the white establishment on the inside. This whole clash kicked off when Oprah went after 50 for his raw lyrics, accusing him and others of spreading negativity in the culture, but 50 clapped back hard, flipping the script and shining a light on her controversial choices.
Every time she made a mention to hip-hop culture, it was something that was wrong with it. And it was something that was on my CD that was the largest debut in hip-hop.
50 Cent didn't hold back when he said Oprah used to stand for black women, but now, after catering to middle-aged white audiences for so long, she's basically become one herself. Oof! That one stung! But here's the thing, 50's not the only one who clocked Oprah's moves a long time ago. Ludacris had his own run-in with her, and it wasn't pretty. He called her out for being slick after she invited him on her show, just to embarrass him in front of a live audience.
He made about, I was there for a crash for the movie.
Yeah.
And basically she said something about not agreeing with my music, but she thought I did great in the movie. And of course I was up there with the whole cast of Crash.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't necessarily feel like that needed to be said. You know, you didn't agree with my music. And even if you don't agree with certain songs I made, say you don't agree with certain songs, don't say you just don't agree with all of my music.
Right.
No warning, no heads up, just ambushed him on national TV. Back in 2005, Luda and his Crash co-stars pulled up on Oprah's show to promote the film. But instead of talking about his role or the movie's success, Oprah flipped the script, grilling him for using the N-word in his music. Like, really? That's what she wanted to spotlight? But Luda didn't stay quiet. He fired back with a solid response. Except Oprah didn't want the world to see that.
She was able to say what she said, and then I had my rebuttal. And when I saw the final show, her comments were in there.
Right, was in there, but yours wasn't in there.
And mine weren't in there, so it just looked like I kind of took
she cut out his entire clapback from the final edit, making it look like he just sat there and took it. That's shady. And don't forget Dave Chappelle. Just a year after Luda's situation, Dave went on Oprah's show too. But this time, it was to tell his side of the story about walking away from $50 million and flying to Africa.
At a certain point, it was like, all right, this is enough.
Yeah. Colleagues were quoted as saying that you had become increasingly paranoid. Would you say you were paranoid?
Sure. First of all, what is a black man without his paranoia intact? If you might win $100 in a poker game and be on the subway, you're gonna look over your shoulder. They just said in everything I had $50 million. That's like making me a marked man.
So did you go to a psychiatric hospital?
In South Africa?
Yeah.
Who? Huh? Oh, yeah, that's right. I was so...
I'm only asking because I need to ask.
I gotta get people thinking, all right, who goes from America to Africa for medical attention?
It was bold, and people still wonder if Oprah tried to twist his narrative too. Dave Chappelle tried to keep it real, saying those big Hollywood deals come with some serious strings attached. But instead of listening, Oprah kept pressing him, pushing this narrative that he must have lost his mind.
I was gonna leave, so I got ahead of schedule, and I bounced. And I didn't tell anybody where I was going. The whole time, they're trying to convince me I'm insane. They were trying to get me to take psychotic medication. I said, I'm not taking this medicine, man, because I know these people be trying to control you or maybe discredit you. I was afraid, like, you know.
But you were stressed out. That's why.
There's no question. But it's very stressful for someone to constantly walk behind you and say, you're insane.
She kept repeating that he was just stressed or paranoid, like she was trying to rewrite his whole story right there on her show. But Dave wasn't holding back. He revealed that people around him were trying to get him to take antipsychotic meds. That's wild. And what did Oprah do? She brushed it off like it was no big deal. She kept steering the convo back to him supposedly being unstable, completely ignoring the deeper stuff Dave was trying to say. And while all that was happening, Oprah started facing even more backlash, this time over her close friendship with Harvey Weinstein. Yeah, that Harvey, the one convicted for serious crimes. People started pointing fingers real quick. Oprah and Weinstein had been tight for years. She even acted proud to be linked to him. But when his dark secrets finally hit the headlines, celebs started coming forward, claiming Oprah had known about his behavior the whole time. Then it got even messier. Insiders from Weinstein's camp claimed Oprah actually reached out to him to show support after the news broke. What? One insider from Weinstein's circle told TMZ that Weinstein was bragging, saying Oprah told him to stand tall and defend himself when the heat started coming. He claimed Oprah promised she'd stand right by his side through the storm. Word is a bunch of big names were calling him, but Weinstein made it clear Oprah was his number one, like his ride or die. Oprah later tried to play it cool and distance herself, but by then, the damage was already done. That's when celebs like Rose McGowan and Seal stepped in, and they weren't holding anything back. Rose took to Twitter and dragged Oprah, calling her a lizard and accusing her of propping up a corrupt power system just to keep her own empire intact. Then Seal jumped in too. The British singer posted a pic of Oprah all cozy with Weinstein and dropped a caption that had everyone talking. It read, "When you've been part of the problem for decades, but suddenly they all think you're the solution. Oof!" He followed it up with another jab saying, "Oh, I forgot. That's right. You'd heard the rumors, but had no idea he was actually serially targeting young starry-eyed actresses who didn't know what they were walking into. My bad." He closed it with thoughts of sanctimonious Hollywood, and fans were shook. Now people are looking back at Oprah's track record, saying she's been turning her back on black artists while protecting real predators behind the scenes. And with all this coming out, folks are actually giving props to 50 Cent for calling her out way before everyone else did. 50 Cent had Oprah figured out long before the rest of the world started catching on. In a recent interview with The Guardian, he reopened that old wound, his feud with Oprah, and once again called her out. He said she tried to twist the narrative and paint his music as ignorant, like his voice didn't matter. But 50 wasn't having it. He fired back with the facts. I got shot 9 times and I wrote music about it. That pain wasn't made up. It was lived and turned into something powerful. He broke it down even further. Everyone writes something that can connect in a big way based on a painful moment, he said. So why should his truth be dismissed just because it wasn't wrapped in a neat, polished package? So you're saying we're not supposed to articulate or write it the way we experienced it, 50 asked. He made it very clear. Just because something comes from the streets doesn't mean it's not art. Then the whole situation with Taraji P. Henson came to light, and 50 was right there again, backing her up. Taraji revealed she had to practically beg to be paid fairly for her work in the Oprah-produced remake of The Color Purple. The movie turned out great, no doubt, but behind the scenes, Taraji was fighting a silent battle for respect and fair treatment, and 50 wasn't about to stay silent on that either. He hit Instagram and showed mad support, posting a screenshot of an article where Taraji reportedly fired her entire team after they failed to build on her Empire fame. In his caption, 50 didn't hold back. They dropped the ball. F them. Taraji, I'm ready to work. Let's get it. GLG, Green Light Gang, G-Unit Film and TV. That post wasn't just hype. It was a call to action. 50 made it crystal clear that he sees Taraji's worth and he's ready to create space for her where she's appreciated. And let's not forget, this isn't the first time 50 stepped in when he saw someone getting played in the industry. 50 Cent has never been afraid to stand up, and he proved it again when he backed Monique after she spoke out about feeling betrayed by Oprah. Monique publicly accused both Oprah and Tyler Perry of blackballing her in Hollywood, all because she didn't want to do extra press runs for free after winning an Oscar. Can you believe that? She stood her ground, and they allegedly shut the doors on her career. But 50 wasn't about to just sit back and watch. He actually confronted Tyler Perry about it. And according to 50, Tyler tried to play it off like he didn't know anything about what happened. Yeah, right, Monique's career had taken a serious hit, but 50 didn't just talk, he took action. He gave her a shot by casting her in season 2 of his hit show, Black Mafia Family, which is produced by his own G-Unit Film and TV. That move turned heads. Now fans are giving 50 big props, not just for standing up for Monique, but for actually putting her back in the game when Hollywood tried to shut her out. He's proving he's not just talking about change, he's making it happen, and 50's not slowing down, he's still keeping the pressure on Oprah, louder than ever. While most big names in Hollywood stay silent or play neutral, 50 keeps calling out what he sees as a long-standing pattern of Oprah distancing herself from black voices unless it fits a certain image. And now, fans are digging up more moments that seem to back up what he's been saying all along. People are revisiting interviews, red carpet moments, and behind-the-scenes stories where black creatives felt dismissed or overlooked while Oprah rolled out the red carpet for powerful Hollywood insiders with dark pasts. The receipts are coming in fast, and the conversation is getting heated. At the same time, 50 continues building his empire, from music to TV to film, without the Hollywood machine backing him. And he's doing it by creating space for the very people the industry tried to forget. From Monique to Taraji, he's showing love to the real ones, and fans are noticing. He's not just clapping back at the industry, he's rewriting the rules. And whether folks agree with his methods or not, one thing's for sure. 50 Cent isn't scared of calling out the so-called gatekeepers. The love for 50 Cent is pouring in. One fan dropped a comment under his post that said, "First Monique, now Taraji. How can y'all not like 50? He's for the black queens. For real? For real." And another one hyped him up with, "50, if you bring Taraji onto any of your shows, your stuff is going to go through the ceiling. I'm here for it. The streets are watching, and they're ready. Now we want to hear from you." Should 50 bring Taraji into one of his upcoming projects? Would you be down to see her join the BMF universe, or maybe lead something totally fresh with G-Unit Film and TV? And more importantly, do you think 50's been right all along about Oprah and how she moves in this industry? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't hold back. We want to know what you think. And if you're vibing with this breakdown, go ahead and hit that like button, smash that subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss the next drop. We've got more wild stories, more drama, and more truth coming your way. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.